Are we?
Are we live?
All right.
I guess we're live.
Let's do it.
Oh, oh. So Etienne is still learning how to use the
It's
machine.
Steven's phone. It's always Steven that echoes.
It's the Steven effect.
Good old Steven.
Good old Steven.
See,
So
this is
another
what
live.
happens when you do lives.
That's fine. No matter what,
That's okay.
show must go on. So
All right, so thank you so much. We have a special guest. Last week we had Carly Wiedner Friedman as a guest, which is a very experienced broker.
I've watched it.
Did you watch
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
Did you
Yeah.
learn anything?
Yeah, Carly is impressive.
She's got some great branding. She's got some great marketing, and that's what we were hoping to share.
and he
Yeah,
mentioned it
when
right
we
before
spoke.
the
Yeah.
lives. We had a great meeting, a great marketing meeting, and
If anybody actually watching is a real estate broker, she is looking to build her team. She's got already a team of 4 now, I believe, but she's looking to grow it even more. So if you're interested, reach out to me or directly to any of us. And so thank you, Kevin. Kevin just started. Just started. You started about what,
A few
8
months ago. 6.
6 months.
Yeah.
So we're gonna share. He's gonna share, and he's very nice to have accepted this. But he's gonna share his experience as a new broker, picking the agency. How was the first 6 months? A lot of social media content, and we're gonna dive into that in a few minutes. I think it's great. So thank you again.
You're welcome.
So,
so you started 6 months ago.
Yep.
You had few I think 3 transactions or 4 transactions
Yep.
already in your first 6 months.
Yeah.
So you I'm not going to go too much into like why you decided to go into real estate,
Okay.
because I think so but
everybody knows.
everybody knows. Everybody knows, but it's no, everybody knows, but I think everybody wants to hear is that how did you manage very quickly to already have transaction in your first 6 months? How did you manage to get that?
It's I started with like trying to be seen a lot on internet, you know. So like the more contact I was trying to make with people, the more comeback I was getting from them. So
Visibility equals opportunity.
every time.
There you go.
Yeah.
And so that mindset.
Say it again, because I don't think everybody heard
The
that
more
one.
visibility you have, the more opportunity you'll have.
Yeah, and like you don't have to wait for the opportunities. You have to create them. You know,
Right.
you have to
Preach.
go there. Yeah.
You're hired.
The growth mindset. We're done.
Yes.
No. So see that the point of this is to share your experience, and so you decided to put a lot of emphasis, a lot of your time and energy into visibility
Yeah.
first through social media, because it was a platform that you were comfortable with, or was it just
No, I started from nothing. Like I have no knowledge about anything, and I just like go on YouTube, type how do I get famous. There you go. There you go.
The power of YouTube or Google. Just you don't know how it works. You don't know what to do. Google it. YouTube it. You will find. You will figure it out.
every
Or just
time.
jump in. Right. This is what you pretty much did.
Yeah, I jumped in all in, making my own content on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Spotify, everything.
So
Everything.
what kind of content did you decide to go with? Like, because I saw a few of your videos on YouTube.
Yeah.
You have guests.
Yeah.
How do you pick the guests? Because you know why I'm asking you this? Because often what
You're
happens,
taking my ideas after that. You're stealing my
exactly. No. A lot of the brokers, what's stopping them from doing what you did and what you're doing is I don't know who and what am I going to talk about. You just jumped in.
Yeah.
Even now, just a few minutes ago, we said we're going to do a live. And then you started thinking about the questions, but then you said, no worries about the questions. We'll just wing it. We'll see how it goes, because you're getting the visibility. So
Yeah.
It's the action. You take the action without actually having figured out all of the mechanics
that's
or
The how-to?
Yeah, the how-to, the point. So
What type of content are you doing here also? Yeah. What type of content?
So
you're doing?
I'm trying to we're on real estate, right? So I'm gonna pick like every job that's part of a transaction. So inspecteur en bâtiment, le notaire,
building inspector,
the mortgage broker,
mortgage
then,
broker.
like and a few others like real estate brokers, like talking about flipping houses and les chalets locatifs and everything like that, you know.
Investment opportunities.
Yeah, everything. So I'm picking everybody one per one. I'm just like asking just
But you're not,
beginner's question.
You're not intimidated when you just reach out to these people and say, "Hey, do you want to be on my show?"
No, why? Why would I be?
I like that.
Well,
No,
why would I be? I
Why?
mean, there's people wanting to take an opportunity. I'm giving him one. If he says yes, then let's do it. If he says no, I'm gonna see someone else.
That's what's
It's
great.
like free advertisement for him. So
That's great. But you were always like that then.
yeah,
And you got that from who? Who do you think? Is it someone in your family?
yeah. I think my father, he likes to talk to people a lot, and he sometimes was like, I don't know this guy, but meh. Now I'm like this. So
And your dad is an entrepreneur.
no. It was a good. Well, yeah, kind of. He has his own restaurant and everything. So. And I remember when we used to go to Bell Centers like a lot, and every time like the journalist would ask him questions, he would stay there and talk for like 20 minutes, and I would be on the side like, oh my god, now it's my turn. So man,
That's the way to do it.
The apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
yeah, and then like we look like exactly the same also.
Oh, that's
So yes,
So your main opportunities, all the opportunities that you had so far in 6 months being a broker were through your exposure
Yeah.
on social media, getting the visibility.
and
uh, to brokers that are starting, that are like, oh, I'm not sure, I don't feel comfortable in front of a camera, or because do you only do videos, or do you have any other type of content?
it's for now it's videos and podcasts on Spotify, but yeah, you like you need to go all in. You know, so you don't care what people think about what you're doing. Just do it. Just do it. No, nobody's gonna like insult you for no reason. Don't care about them. Just do your things. And after a few weeks, I'm getting results. That's it.
So so we talked on the French version of how you got that, not how you, but what motivated you to really take the leap and go from another agency to us, and because you said when you picked the agency, you were trying to save money in the beginning, thinking
Yeah.
I gotta keep my cost as low as possible.
Yeah.
But if for someone that's watching, that's doing their course, that's thinking the same way, well, what would you say to them or recommend they do?
It's not about the money. It's about like l'encadrement. If you have people taking care of you and pushing you like to surpass yourself, I think it's all about that. And when I was trying to like limit my costs, there was nobody calling me every morning like Gabriel does, and just to wake me up and do like, let's go do some 25 push-ups, and that's it. So there was nothing like that before, and having this is like a real plus. It's worth the money. It's not even like that expensive. I mean, the difference is not much.
Yeah, and one thing earlier when we had a little marketing session
Yeah.
before the live, and you said you said that you're a very competitive person, probably coming from the sport, and you watch sport, and
Yeah, a lot.
and you have those goals that are very ambitious. Well, one thing, and we didn't mention it during the French one. He's like, well, the dream was at first was to buy my Lamborghini, and now the Lamborghini is a helicopter. So I'm getting an helicopter, and I
But
didn't-
why? I want to know why. What's the drive? It's not the thing itself. What is it?
It's
Is it the status? Is it the to prove
Nah.
to yourself that you can? I shouldn't answer. Why?
well, it's like it's a super hard goal, but I think it's reachable. You know, so just by pushing my limits, I'm gonna go there. I don't even need an helicopter, but I mean, having one is so cool. This is like a dream, you know. So, I mean, it's just I'm not gonna stop until I get there.
Do you write down your goals?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
Is this a thing you've been doing for a while, or it's a new?
But every goals, I like. It's important, I think, to have goals so you can go in a direction, and everything. All my goals are on my place on the wall, and I look at them every morning, and I'm not gonna stop until I get them.
So how do you go get this information that you don't know? Like you said earlier, well, I didn't know how to do it, but I just researched it. I found some videos. I play with the software, the tool. Are you someone that likes to learn, or not really? But if you have a goal, you're like, I'm going to do whatever it takes to figure out how to do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna do whatever it takes, but at the same time, like to be able to do that, I need to like what I do. So if I like what I do and I want to go like big, for sure, I'm gonna be all in that. I'm gonna learn everything I have to learn to get there.
It's something a couple of weeks ago we talked about objective and having exciting objective, and by having those exciting objectives, well, that's what it allows you to first, yes, enjoy those those dreams that are or massive objective that you can have, but also making sure that like you always focus on it, and you will do whatever it takes to get there.
Yeah.
Right?
So I guess that's what you're saying about the helicopter. It's an exciting thing to have the thought that, hey, I'm going to own an helicopter.
Yeah, it's just like so random, but I'm gonna get it. I like it's like a game I'm playing with myself. Okay, an helicopter? Let's go, Kev.
Because if it was a goal like Jeff has to have a Camry, then I guess it's not that. There's nothing wrong with
No,
it.
because you did understand it's not to have the Camry, but it's to own Toyota. That's you weren't listening.
No.
You weren't listening.
So no, but it's important. You're
Yeah.
right. I agree.
You need to dream big. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, go ahead. No, we have a question, Stephen.
We have a question. Go ahead, Stephen.
Ashley is asking what type of social media platform gives you the most traction?
I'd say TikTok.
So Ashley was saying, what's the platform that you think is the one that gives you the most visibility?
Yeah,
So you said TikTok?
yeah, and I've started it like 2 weeks ago.
Do you do the
Really?
dances and
No,
do you put short scripts and
well, if we get like to a few subscribers, I might do it. So if you guys
He
wanna
said
do
it. He said no matter
1,000
whatever it
subscribers,
takes.
I'll do it.
Whatever it
Okay,
takes.
can you
But
tell
yeah.
us, what's your
The TikTok is Bunfight Kevin.
Bunfight Kevin?
Yeah.
Check it out. We're gonna put a link to the
Wow.
good.
Thanks.
Why Bunfet Kevin?
It's there's a meme like a Quebecois memes like about the guy saying Bunfight Kevin, and every year at my birthday I had like the 20 person posting that video on me and say what it's gonna be mine now. I own it.
But you have other accounts, so it's not the only one you have.
Yeah, that's personal accounts,
Yeah.
but I have professionals accounts on the side. Kevin Raynal, courtier immobilier, which is like you don't see much of my life in that, but it's more like about the professional side of it.
The thing you were saying earlier also about you don't necessarily look at the numbers. You don't spend too much energy and time looking at the comments, the likes, the
No.
numbers. I mean,
Mhm.
the ratios. Why is that? Like, what's
It's I don't think you need to be like watching your computer screen waiting for the likes to come up. Just you post it and you do something else. That's it. It's gonna come. If you do it every day, if you do it every time, it's gonna pay.
see? This guy's gonna make it.
Frequency.
You know why?
Go ahead.
Because he said originally, he says, "Well, I'm more comfortable in French and all that."
Yeah.
He's killing it in English, by the way.
But see, he did it anyway. This is what's great. This is what. No, but I'm dead serious. This is why you're gonna make it. If you don't quit for whatever reason, if something you said you wouldn't, but let's say you did, that's too bad because it's the right mindset to achieve
Mhm.
greatness in anything. It's the not quitting and the going with the flow, even though you're not 100% comfortable. Just a quick story. I don't know if you noticed, but last week, was it last week or the week before? We
Maybe.
were invited to do a radio show
Yeah,
Okay.
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. And so obviously, like, I'm thinking my heart started pounding slightly more than doing this because oh, man, I don't know. Like, and plus, I didn't know the topic, and we didn't have a topic again. We like to do this.
That's freestyle.
We were in the parking lot 2 minutes before going in, and we're like, what were we talking about?
And then the worst thing is we show up, and I don't know how this works. It's the first time we do it, right? But I'm going with it. He's going with it. But the main guy,
Toast.
I forget his
No,
name.
okay,
Yeah,
okay.
Yes.
you know, he's a professional.
Yeah.
He's been doing this for many years, and he just starts it, and I don't even know his name, and we're sitting there.
You just like sit down. Oh yeah, we're going. Okay, go.
But the thing is, you got to do these things. You got to just jump in, and you're gonna figure it out.
Yep.
And what's the worst that can happen?
Nothing.
That's right. Now, one thing we have to say because you didn't mention it. Thankfully, I was here because I was able to
Oh yeah, I froze up a few times. Not froze up. Well, you know what it is? It's like,
It's like,
where are we heading?
I don't know where we're going with the conversation. So I did have these moments of
Yeah.
Good thing he was there, so he knew. He knows me enough that then he jumped in. So it's good to have like but you don't even have that.
No.
It's great. So keep it up because
Thank you very much.
This is
Merci.
a big thing.
Yeah.
Huge part of success is just jumping in and doing it. I know a lot of big brokers. That's how they operate. They get a chance to go on TV or get visibility.
Yeah.
They just say yes.
Why not?
Well, we talked about Carly, and I'm mentioning Carly because
Oh, yeah.
during our meeting, he talked about Carly.
Yeah.
And So absolutely. And
And
Carly is
Carly
that one
No,
person
she's on a global. I believe she has
a segment.
a few times
Yeah.
a month or whatever. I don't know, but she does it, and it gives her great visibility,
Sure.
which in turn gives her opportunities.
Yeah, and if I'm not gonna do it, someone's gonna do it.
That's right.
So I don't want nobody
mine,
taking my spot. This is my spot. This is my time. Man.
Kevin, preach. Preach. Steven, do we have other questions or comments?
It's time, guys. Brokers out there, new experience, whatever. Ask the questions. We talk about social media all the time, how to use it, what to do to get more visibility, to get more traction, to get more comment. He got the business, and not in a long period of time either. So
A few months.
that's amazing.
Mhm.
So if you want
That is-
ideas, you want to know how, there you go. We got someone right there. So Steven,
Go ahead.
give me names of who's on there right now. We're gonna put them on the spot and say, ask away.
David is asking if you had the opportunity to restart, would you take the same path?
If you had, I want to rephrase it so that everybody hears that. So, David, thank you, David, for your question. If you had to restart, what would you do? What would you do different?
I would think about the banner. So that was my choice at the beginning, but I would do the same. That's,
You don't regret anything.
No, I don't regret anything. I've done what I've done. I've done it,
And
and
you've learned from it. And
For
you know
sure.
what you did smart again? I'm a nice guy.
Did I?
I don't know what's going on
I don't know.
today.
But my employees would say the same. No, but if you're in a situation where you make a mistake, the important thing, in my opinion, is to make a quick decision and correct it, not just linger and stay too long into the wrong environment. So you did that because you didn't stay 3 years because you had a contract or whatever it was that's holding
and
you
I've
back.
wanted to stay there maybe, and I was scared, but no.
What happened for you to get to know us? What did we do to put ourselves in a visual way for you? Do you remember?
I think I've seen you on Facebook or on the social media.
You think?
Yeah,
Well, we
So
also
I-
reached out to you, didn't we?
yeah. You did with the book and everything, no?
I don't remember.
No.
We do so many things, but
Yeah, sorry.
we were proactive. Well, a combination. We
Yeah.
had the social media presence.
Uh-huh.
That's right.
and-
Yeah, I've seen you on the social media.
But we did the actual reach out by phone, email, text.
Everything.
So that's what got you to accept to come because
Uh-huh.
you didn't approach us. We approached you.
Yeah.
Am I wrong?
Yeah. But the offer you were proposing me was good and was fitting with what I wanted.
Of
So-
course it was.
This guy.
We got something for everybody.
Uh-huh.
It's true. You
It's-
have four
yeah.
options. You can go from so any amount of revenue, any experience. We've got the whole thing. We
Mhm.
want to be Amazon.
Yeah.
See, your business, you want to be Amazon. You don't want to limit yourself to one segment of the business. You want to do it all.
Mhm.
You can specialize. You can enjoy a segment maybe but you need to actually do it all, even if you don't do it perfect.
Mhm.
Stephen, we have a question.
So Dixon is asking now that your broker was the hardest part.
So, Dixon, thank you, Dixon, for your question. So, Dixon is asking, now that you're a broker, what's the hardest part?
That's a good question. There's a lot of art parts, but I think
Jeff speaks so fast.
It's-
when he speaks in English.
it's-
Dixon, do you know what they're
Really? That was good. I got it.
You're efficient. You're efficient.
I think the hard part is to get that mindset and just go all in. It's really hard because like you don't want to get out of your zone de confort, and when you do it, this is the hard part, but that's what gets you results.
I'm reading this book about mindset. You might like it. Maybe you read it.
Which one?
Let me find it here.
Mhm.
It's called simple enough. It's called Mindset.
Mindset.
The new psychology of success.
Yeah.
This is great. It's from Carol. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it. Dweck. She has a PhD. Did you read that book, Gabriel? From,
Send it to me, by the way, on
I
the
will.
seconds. Yeah.
And I will post it because
Yes,
I
let's
just
do
started it, but it talks about the difference between people with growth mindset,
Mhm.
which you fall into, I'm sure. Jeff, Stephen, no.
There's an evolution.
And it's very interesting.
Okay.
It's very interesting to see they have questions and it's research they've done for years. It's apparently a very popular book, but I know because you like to talk about mindset. And
Yeah. I think what gets you results is like how committed you are, and you don't need to find excuses. You need to act.
Well, it talks about like the growth. Someone with growth mindset will have the approach of, well, I don't know about something, but I'm going to figure out how to increase. It's not like, oh, I was born with whatever I have and I'm meant for this and that's
No.
it. It's whatever you can or want to, you can actually grow. It's not going to be easy, but if you really care for it, if you really want it, you can go get the information, or you can get the intellect or the knowledge to attain whatever it is that you want.
Like getting to like having success is not easy, but you gotta be committed. You
But-
gotta go.
What facilitates it, and this is what I wanted to build with the agency, was to have that environment. If you're surrounded by people like you and Jeff and me and sometimes Stephen,
It makes a difference.
it helps a lot. It's
Yeah.
like a seed planted in the right
Mhm.
earth with the right environment and humidity and light, and it's gonna blossom. But if it's the desert, so
You need to find a good fit
yes, you
for
can
you.
do it on your own.
hmm
But it's certainly
Like-
going to be much harder if you have the team or the environment or the synergy, and whenever you're in that.
Especially when you begin, because after like 15 years of work, like you know your things, so you don't need help. But when you start, like for me, I know what to do, but having someone pushing me behind,
Well, you know
It
what
helps.
it is, and you just made me think, because you said, especially in the beginning.
Yeah.
If I go back to my seed, the roots
Mm-hmm.
are small and short and unstable in the beginning, right?
Yeah.
So if there's a bit of wind or stress on it, it might die.
it might collapse.
So, especially in the beginning, you need those roots to go down and become much more solid and grown, which
Mhm.
again the environment will facilitate. So maybe later on, but still, like if you want to keep growing, you have to always be in that environment.
And if I'm not mistaken, that was one of the main reason why you decided to jump ship and to decide to jump in with the team and
Yeah.
the environment. You were kind of looking for this.
Well, I had to nudge you though. There was some nudging.
Yeah, it was getting out of my like zone de confort. Like I was saying, it was something really hard to do, but
But you did it.
yeah,
But
I
you
did it. Yeah,
And those that say it's harassment,
no,
it was actually a beneficial thing you're saying right
Yeah.
now. See, if,
Like-
if your intention was good, our intention was damn good, and now you're actually saying, well, this was a good decision, then why would we have stopped? If I wouldn't have followed up with you all these times, because we certainly followed up quite a bit, it wasn't like
I know it wasn't that easy to get.
No, but see how important it is to follow up?
It
This
is.
a good point.
For sure. Like when I left your office there, I knew there was something inside that, but I needed a little push,
The nudge.
the
There you
little
go.
push. And like, if I didn't like the place, I wouldn't come here in the first place, But I came here, I listened to what you had to say. Everything made sense. I was all by myself at the other place, and I was like, if you want to make it, you gotta do something. And here I am talking to you.
So
To
I
Jeff,
encourage everyone to go check out Kevin's profiles, Kevin's account, see what he's doing. YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn,
TikTok, Spotify.
Name it.
So you just Google your name.
Yeah, Google Kevin Raynal, and you'll find everything you need
Or
to do.
reach out to us and we'll
Yeah.
put you in
Well,
contact.
we'll make sure to tag you in all the content.
You do all kinds of residential real estate, rentals,
Yeah.
Condos,
That-
single family homes.
Yeah.
Cover the greater Montreal or wider than that?
Greater Montreal. I'll move anywhere I have to.
Yeah, because
Oh, right.
this morning, I remember this morning you said
I asked the
it's
question
like-
if I have someone that wants to sell maybe the house in it's just a bit far. It was like it's past La Valtrie.
there you go. That's what, an hour.
That was not even that far, but I mean sometimes that's like an hour and a half of like car. Man, I'm just gonna like le référer à quelqu'un d'autre. Like, you know what? And ask, should I go? It's like, yeah,
Yeah.
do it. Well, why not? What would you do with it?
Yesterday I drove to Quebec and back, and I've done this well. How many times have we done
It's
it?
fourth time.
4 or 5 times. So
Yeah.
what it takes. So great. Thanks again. Really appreciate
Thanks
it.
to you guys.
Next week we're gonna be on Kevin's show live.
Let's
His
go.
first
Let's
live. I'm
yeah.
not committing you. It's too late.
It's-
Now it's out.
Let's do it.
Done deal.
We
So
do
take
it.
care, and we'll see you all tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Thank you, Kevin.
Thank you, guys. Merci. Bye bye.